What's up, Extra Better listeners? On today's episode, we are moving into episode 3 of our Dynamic Duo series with the Super Mario Brothers movie from 2023, family comedy, bringing Mario and Luigi back to the big screen. First time since 1993 live action. I have not seen that, but one of us has and encourages us all to watch it, even though we do talk a little bit about what the ranking or rating of that movie is on Letterboxd. As you all would probably imagine, it was not great. So 2023 Super Mario Brothers family comedy is our third episode of the Dynamic Duo series. We've got a little bit of a loaded front end for you. Talk some Knicks basketball, talk some Canes hockey. We talk World Cup. The United States of America is currently 1-0, and hopefully by the time you guys are listening to this, we will be looking at a 2-0 start when we face the Aussies on Friday. Talk about a couple different movies that we saw. Screen Unseen, that was The Furious, getting high reviews in the critics. The people that know more about movies than us are raving about it. Got a chance to go see that. Watched Regretting You on Prime Video, and a handful of us did get a chance to talk about or go see Obsession in theaters. Highly touted horror movie. Don't go too much into it. No spoilers, but definitely want to talk more about why we liked it and why you should go see it in theaters. And we also dove into UFC 250 Freedom 250 at the White House lawn. Mixed opinions, mixed reviews on the preliminary thoughts about the event itself, but thought that it went very well. Awesome fights, 7 for 7 on fights finishing in a knockout or TKO. So got a lot to unpack here at the front end of the podcast before getting into Super Mario's, but an awesome episode here. Appreciate you guys joining and listening. And as always, make sure to go find us and listen to every episode on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Amazon Music, and drop us a follow on Instagram, X, the Everything app. It's all happening on X and TikTok for clips, posts, polls, upcoming movies that we saw, reviews, you name it, we're on there. We want to hear from you. Give us some ideas and interact with us there. To kind of help us see what might be next on the podcast itself. So, guys, get ready for episode 3 of Dynamic Duos with Mario and Luigi. And dun 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 dun. Critter roll the tape. Roll. Oh.
Extra butter on the corn for me. Extra butter. I hope they don't charge a fee. But it won't matter anyway. I got a good movie to play. I'm gonna ask my friends to stay extra butter for me.
This is episode 60. And the New York Knicks are your NBA Finals champions.
King of New York.
The Carolina Hurricanes are your Stanley Cup champions. I don't know the drought in Carolina. It feels like they've been there for the last
20 years?
5 years. 20 years, yeah. New York's about 37, 38, 50. I don't know.
53, I think.
53. Yeah, I mean.
Secretariat won the Triple Crown same year.
The Vikings went to the Super Bowl the same year.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
We could have had a Triple Crown the same year this year, too. But a horse sat out.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah,
I bet he's regretting that shit.
I can't remember why, but he came back and won the Belmont after winning.
It's just not his. It's probably just not the horse's distance.
Yeah,
so it's like, why run him when you know he's better at the short track?
Health.
Or the long track.
I can't remember. I did hear why, and I think it probably was that, but I heard something, and they just weren't going to run him. I'm like, who won the other two? It sucked. Isn't it Golden Tempo? I think.
Yeah, but if it is a short distance thing, then yeah,
I feel like
it makes a little bit of sense.
Golden Tempo, like you gotta shoot for it.
I think,
but it came from behind, a long way from behind, and like if it's a short distance track, I don't know shit, but
no, yeah,
that doesn't bode well for if it's a short track, yeah.
No, but we can roll with the fact that there was a horse that could have won the Triple Crown. We'll never know. Didn't race. The same year the next one. So, yeah, Jalen Brunson's a dog. What do you have, like 47 in game 5?
Like 46.
45.
47, yeah.
45.
OG is one of the most odd fellas out there. I don't know if you guys saw the clip of him on the.
Born in
I don't know.
America or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was an odd setup, but they asked a question, and OG is just in a different planet, and everybody just starts looking at him and laughing.
Oh, when they were on stage and he was
Yeah.
just like zoned out. Yeah, dude. That
Yeah, he was out of it. Probably, I don't know. There are tons of jokes about him being stoned. Who knows? He probably just we
I
watched.
think he's just daydreaming, bro.
Well, we watched. Watched him interview after games, especially the tip in, and like he was not. It's not like an entertaining interview. He's pretty strictly business, so probably had no interest in sitting up there and doing an interview.
He's just there so he doesn't get fined.
Correct. But they were all giving him shit. They have a good that team's got pretty good relationships. So when they started laughing, it was pretty funny because he did not start laughing. He's
He's
just,
dead face, dude.
yeah.
Add Karl Anthony Towns to the list of athletes leaving Minnesota to go win a championship somewhere else.
Yeah, that's tough.
That list is getting long.
And the Wolves are missing a guy like him. Like Randall's just not that. He just wasn't that guy.
Nope. I think we're going to get rid of him this offseason, I think.
Yeah, they kind of got to not blow it up, but move some big pieces.
We've been seeing either John Morant or the big
No,
Hail
you
Mary
don't
would
want
be.
John Morant.
I know. I'm just saying like that's what people are saying. Either John Morant or a big swing for Giannis, but that costs a lot of capital.
Giannis.
Yeah, that would be interesting. That would help.
I don't think he'll leave.
That would help.
I don't
No,
think
he's
he'll
going to
leave
the Heat.
Bucks.
He already said he wants to go to the Heat
Yeah,
today.
leaving. He's leaving for sure.
Is he? I thought he just signed a contract.
He
No, they just didn't trade him at the deadline.
He tried to make it work, but it's time for him.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So that was last season, though, right? See, I thought he had like another 3 years or something.
The T Wolves tried to get him at the deadline this year. They tried to get Katie at the deadline last year, and they just haven't been able to get it done.
They'll get somebody this offseason.
Yeah, I mean they're close, but for you seeing Cat winning it all, it's got to be a little tough.
Yeah,
Just same old, same old.
KG did it too. Yep.
used to it.
KG to the Celtics.
David Ortiz to the Red
Red
Sox.
Sox. Yeah,
Damn.
people forget about that.
Yeah.
They don't even think of him as a twin.
No.
No, that's tough. But the Canes is cool. I mean, I'm glad you mentioned it in the group chat. Two years ago and the year prior, I bet them to win it all, and they ran into the Panthers and got swept both times. The Panthers weren't in it this year. They get to the Cup and win it all. Cool for Jordan. I think it's Jordan Stahl. There's been so many of them, and all of his brothers were there. One won it with the Canes before. One played for the Canes. One of the other brothers, the only one that never played for the Canes.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe he won the Conn Smythe, the MVP of the finals or the turn or the whole goddamn playoffs.
Playoffs, yeah.
That was unbelievable. But that was cool to see. I'm glad a team from the East won because my thought process on the Wild was value in the West, and the Knights were the other team I would have bet on if I needed value. So when they got there, I was just like, I can't get it right.
Right.
Can't get it. And I didn't think the East, just from seeing the Canes over the last 4 years being in it every year, their Eastern Conference Finals are getting close. When Vegas got there, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. But so yeah, glad to see them win. Hockey playoffs are electric.
Oh,
So much fun.
it's the best.
Yeah, and then we've got the World Cup going on.
Yeah.
United States with a hell of a showing, best performance we've seen in our lifetime
Yeah.
from United States soccer. 4-1 victory over Paraguay, who they're not like a world powerhouse, but they in their World Cup qualifiers they either tied or beat both Argentina and Brazil. I'm pretty positive, and their defense was very highly regarded, like low scoring team, and we just took it to them.
If you ask me what sport Paraguay is probably good at,
Yeah,
I'd say soccer.
yeah, yeah. That would be a safe assumption. And Uruguay is usually the one better, I think, because in our lifetime, again, it's not just in our lifetime, but Luis Suarez was on Uruguay.
Football is the national and most popular sport.
I would
That's all they
think,
can afford.
Good guess.
I don't think they have a whole lot else going on in terms of
Oh, you never know,
Yeah,
dude.
baseball.
With cricket and stuff out
like
there.
Curacao got stomped by Germany this last couple days, and Curaçao's got like per capita, their baseball players have been unreal. I mean, I just heard an Ozzy Albies interview on Pardon My Take, but just going over the people that played or have come from Curaçao, that they're even their national team right now. I think their population is give or take 10,000. I can't remember over or higher than like the city of Peoria, their whole country. So the fact that they've got their whole baseball lineup, I would say 7 or 8 of the guys that start are MLB guys, which is wild to think of with like 120,000 people. So like, yeah, I mean, in that instance, going back to Paraguay, maybe they had baseball or something else, but yeah, we handled business pretty good there. It's been a lot of early games, getting your feet wet. Spain tying a country like Cape Verde. That was unreal. That's like the biggest
0-0.
Yeah.
They're bigger than I thought they were. I think it was like 400,000 people.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they're kind of like Hawaii off of Africa. And I looked at Hawaii. I was like, holy shit, there's 1.5 million in Hawaii.
It's crazy to see after an hour and a half plus of gameplay that they don't. There's no goal in a game like that.
Dude, they parked the bus late. Like they had a couple chances. I think they had one shot in the second half, but they just. I mean, that's the biggest upset we've seen, and it was a tie.
Yeah,
because for Spain not to get 3 points against them is now Spain will be fine, but that was I have a buddy who will probably be on the show at some point as we get friend of the program, Derek Russell.
Oh yeah,
he had us the night before. I think we were watching. This happened Monday this week. We were watching the UFC 250 Freedom, which we can also talk about.
Oh yeah,
we forgot, and he had it pegged. Spain goals take their over 6.5.
Over 6.5.
Well, I was like, yeah, I mean, Germany just beat up on Curaçao. Spain's 2 in the world. Germany's top 5 or top 6 or something. And he was, I mean, I don't know as much about Spain. He hates them. So
yeah,
he's like 5-0 halftime, 9-0. I bet Spain's over 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, and they didn't score a goal. So that didn't go very well, but. I don't know. I'm interested. I think the United States, our ceiling is probably the round of 16, which would be cool.
What is that, second round?
Yeah, it'll go to 32. And then
home teams.
I mean, if we play like we did in the first half, and everybody's been saying it, but we can compete with anybody.
Yeah.
Can we win? I don't know, but we can compete. But round of 16 was going into it. That's what everybody thought our ceiling was. I think now things are shifting a little bit.
That would be winning the group and then winning one more game.
Correct. We don't have to,
or getting out of the group and winning one more game. Yeah.
Yeah, and we pretty much. I mean, we pretty much are going to win our group because Australia beat Turkey, and Turkey is supposed to be the second team in our group. So now anything can happen, but we play Australia on Friday, and the release of the pod. So we'll see, but. Turkey losing was not on the bingo card for most people to Australia. Crazy, to your point, too, of watching an hour and a half and whatever change of soccer game 0-0. Watching that Turkey-Australia game, Turkey's got the ball the whole time. Yeah. And they just can't score, and Australia gets a couple runs both times, find the back of the net.
I think
that's how it goes.
I think quarterfinals might be in the cards, boys.
Yeah.
Because it all matters with what we do with Australia. Basically, if we win the group, we play the third place of whatever. But if we get past that, we play the Group G. More than likely, the first place in Group G, which is New Zealand, Iran. Get a little rematch on Belgium. Maybe
quarterfinal U.S.-Iran would be.
Belgium would be cool because they are.
They beat us, I think, 2 World Cups ago. Yeah, I think it was 2.
We lost to the Dutch last time. But Belgium is still good and they're world class, but they have definitely passed the prime of what we've seen them as. in the modern era. So they've still got some, like KDB still playing. They've got some
still got Lukaku to come in and mix it up.
They got a young kid named Doku that plays winger that can burn. Like they've got guys still, but that would be a team in a quarterfinal matchup I'd be happy to see, as opposed to one of the actual powerhouses. I mean, France didn't look very good today. They must have had a good talking to in the halftime in the locker room, and they came out and put it on them boys. So
yeah, that'd be to go to the quarterfinals.
It's exciting. We just need to repeat what we did. And our head coach, dude, was on the final goal from Gio Reyna, which was also sick. He was running across the field to celebrate with the team. I mean, this guy he's got the boys playing some different type of footy. And I'm excited. Flo Balogun is just
there's some sick names in soccer.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Just seeing people enjoy America, period. Like Scotland taking over Fenway, which the way that team's playing right now, if the World Cup wasn't here, would be a ghost town at Fenway. And it was just an absolute madhouse, and just seeing everybody like enjoying all the different places, Texas, California, Seattle, New York, like Miami.
I've been seeing a lot of Twitter and TikTok posts of like all the people coming to America and be like, oh my God, they're going to Buc-ee's for the first time.
They're going to the sporting events and stuff. The Japanese guy was the one who has or I'm pretty sure it was the Japanese guy. He was at the Buc-ee's and German guy. German, sorry.
Popular one, yeah.
I did see though, this is probably not all true, but part of it, the story could be somewhat true. It was just too long of a tweet to be a real non-fabricated story, but saw one about it. It was an Asian country. I can't remember which one, but going to a Mexican restaurant and they give you chips and salsa, and they're like, we didn't.
Yeah, I think they were Japanese.
We didn't order this. We didn't deserve this. And they're like, you just get unlimited. The guy's like, the tweet said the server was like, hey, it's free, man. The story's a lot longer, and it's probably a little bit gassed up, but I could see that in other countries not being a thing.
It's like going to Japan and getting free sushi. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, you're not going to expect it.
Yeah.
So it's electric. It's fun to host. We look good. Teams are, it's early. Everybody's playing their first game.
Yeah.
It'll get more competitive, but very fun. Again, not to get political, you already mentioned Iran and us playing them. Having Iran play and their fans are just able to, come in, enjoy it. Stadium's going crazy. I don't know if we'd be able to go there and have the same experience. You know what I mean? It's it is a unique place, having everybody from the world come here and then remind you okay, yeah, we got it pretty good here is fun. And it's funny to see what they notice. And what the gas station thing is electric.
Yeah. UFC Freedom 250 was all it was hyped up to be. It did. I
wasn't on the team that was against it. It was just kind of comedy to me that we were doing it.
Yeah.
Actually throwing it on, and then you watch it, and it was could not have been done better.
Yeah.
The flyover, the music was live walkouts, and
the live music. Dude, Dana spent about $60 million, he said, to put all this together. They'll never be back. Same thing with the Sphere. That's what he says.
Yeah.
And as a company, I feel like production-wise, they nailed it.
Oh my God! Yeah, it was unreal.
Except the ring girl outfits; those were terrible.
I thought.
I thought they were pretty good.
I thought
those dresses. There was one.
They just looked tacky as fuck.
They just had to clean it up for being at the White House.
No. Yeah, keep it clean. Absolutely. No. That's not what I'm saying. The design of the outfits was terrible.
Yeah, some of them were bad. Some of them I did not mind. I thought they were fine. And if they were all in unison, it would have been different. But
I think the dumbest thing about the entire night was Tyson Fury having his own walkout.
Thank you. Dude, that whole time,
definitely the dumbest
why
thing.
the fuck are we watching Tyson Fury, dude?
He had
he's walking out with a Brit. Yeah.
He said he's gonna he's gonna try and set up a fight for MMA. Like, no, he's not.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched it on Xbox with some guys, and we kept playing. This is irrelevant to the card, but we kept playing just because Topuria was fighting. We kept playing that clip I sent you guys of Conor just how would you beat Ilia Abduro at Taptura?
That's exactly what Gaethje did.
Oh, yeah, I was crying laughing just because of how many times I kept getting played, and yeah, I mean, unbelievable for Gaethje. Like everybody thought he was getting set to slaughter, and for
safe to assume. Yeah,
I mean,
Topuria's run.
Just bad.
I did not expect him to come out and just not move his head.
He battered him. I mean, the uppercut.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But like that first cut on the eye is from the jab, dude, and he just first round was so stupid, and then I think he almost got finished in the second, right?
Yep.
And then Gaethje came out and just Illy with gas as fuck.
It's all about durability in those title fights if you can survive.
Bro, and he did the number one mistake strikers do. I don't blame him for how messed up he was, but you went to the ground with him after you dropped him, man. Like, stand him up.
I disagree with you because I agree with the thought that he's hurt, stand him up, but he's got more submissions and knockouts on his career.
Well, and also it was a body shot, so like it tumbled both of them to the ground. I think it wasn't like a takedown.
He did go down and try to beat him up too, and he couldn't. Yeah. They couldn't.
Yeah, he couldn't finish it. I just like, dude, you just dropped him. Like,
yeah,
get him up.
He was expending all his gas there too.
Yep, and it fucked him.
Yeah.
He has 2 broken orbitals.
Both of them.
And both of them. And I think he has a fractured rib.
That
would be from the knee, dude.
And also that punch, that right hand that dropped him was so loud. Like that. I saw a clip about it today, and it was like, I've heard enough punches in my time. Like that is a broken orbital. And
dude, you saw it immediately poking out of his head.
He got battered, man. He's a warrior.
To get back.
He's always been I mean, as much as people.
Dude, good on the corner for stopping the fight. Like the fact that Doctor got overruled in the first place.
Talk about the fact that since when can the ref just be like, you know what? I appreciate your thought. You want to call the fight?
At UFC 250.
Look at him. Look at him. He can't see. Look at him.
Mark was like, I'm going to let him go. He wants to go. I'm going to let him go.
He didn't need that round. And Avi, I mean, he just took so much damage. Like, we won't see him for a year plus.
I think Gaethje should just call it. He won't, I don't think, but
that'd be a perfect.
I agree from a story perspective,
like,
but now he's
left to prove
championship money.
Yeah, if he wants,
that's it. That's it.
One more.
Yeah.
I think he should wait for this Conor Max fight.
No,
they're not going to give those guys. They're not going to give Conor. They should not give Conor a title shot.
You've corrected yourself in the correct way. They shouldn't, but they might.
I don't think Conor also has a prayer to be.
He's going to look fucking. I don't even think he actually comes back. But I think
5 years.
You don't think he's going to fight Geese?
Dude, I don't think so. I think he'll pull out.
When has he pulled out?
The Michael Chandler shit. They promoted that entire storyline.
It was never an official fight.
Exactly, because Conor kept fucking around. He hurt it. No, actually, didn't he hurt his toe like a week before they were supposed to fight? He broke his toe or something.
You go ahead and look that up.
Yeah, and Dana White went to visit him and everything, dude. Like it was, he kept delaying it. They did
you might be right now thinking about it.
The TUF stuff with him and Michael, like it was all promoted, and then it fell through, and it wasn't because of Michael Chandler.
I'm remembering it now. They got Jameis Winston with a goat with the Argentinians and the clock speed.
He's been all over. He was cleaning up garbage with the Japanese fans in Dallas.
Hell yeah.
He was pre-game before that game, he was in orange for the Dutch, and then after the game, he's wearing a Japanese jersey, cleaning up the garbage. Like,
that's what I would do if I had millions of dollars. I'd be at every freaking game I could. Just let's go.
But just to solidify, I don't think Conor's beating Max. I don't think
No.
I don't know. I'm with you, but
bro, he's got metal in his fucking leg. Like
when he gets in there, everybody's gonna be like, you're gonna feel it, because the way Bruce announces him and like all those guys, like those there's a different aura about him and people like that. But
it's a good fight for him to come back to excite me because Max is.
It could have been a can. Could have been a can.
I wouldn't be as excited.
Max is ready to let them both throw.
Yeah.
He's not there to fight him, and he's going to slug. And they fought years ago, and it was one of the only people Conor didn't finish on his way up when he was killing everybody.
Yep.
So I think Max will win. We'll see, but
Max can also go. Is it 3 rounds?
I would think
it has to be 3 rounds.
But it's the main event, I think, so it would be 5.
I know Conor said he wanted 3 rounds.
I haven't looked into it. Honestly, it's coming up so fast. When they announced it was like 2 months out. Like I feel like they were already like it's in July 11th.
Yeah, dude, it's
coming up pretty quick. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Yeah, but the card was awesome. It panned out great. Tons of people. I mean, they had like 80,000 at the park. Like it was,
dude. That looked packed.
The photos.
What other events could they do that are like that, but aren't as like $60 million to put on? I feel like they could do it at an amphitheater type thing that gets built a little bit differently. That's not as expensive. Like it was
outside fights for the UFC.
Yeah. I feel like the reason why it's $60 million is because they're doing it on the White House.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The claw, like they could do something again with a claw type feature. But
I mean, like a Miami fight night outside,
the Mount Rushmore,
or dude, just like
sick.
I don't know what that situation looks like, but
yeah, it would be very difficult.
The only thing I've ever heard about Mount Rushmore is that you look at it for about 3 minutes and then you go home.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's like we were.
Well, yeah,
cool.
But like, I don't know.
No, I understand actually going and seeing it yourself.
It's more of the backdrop, like behind the ring, than anything. Yeah,
when I was there,
it's the concept of like going to national monuments and shit. Like, oh, cool. All right.
I want to hear more of them talk about the outdoor fighting element, if it really mattered at all.
Yeah.
I think they got extremely freaking lucky that rain only lasted an hour.
I didn't realize they had that many people in that ellipse or whatever.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
When they showed like
on a Sunday,
they showed the high view, so cool. And I might have said this to you guys too, but when it's not football seasons, I mean, I get it that sometimes they run late, but like having that on a Sunday was awesome. Like that was perfect end of the week.
They just need to start it a little bit earlier. Just to
but if they permanently move the Sundays, do it at 6. Like
only non-NFL season. It'd have to be every 6 months or whatever.
I mean, what else is there?
We have baseball now and FIFA.
Yeah. So
baseball's all the time though. Nothing you can really do about that.
Yeah. It was awesome, but USA Friday today release of the pod. Versus the Aussies. Looks good. Good food. We've got a lot more to talk about. I know we're already into it. But I'll start. I know we've got one movie that 3 of us had seen. I did not get to talk about this last week because we talked only Backrooms 2 weeks ago. X-Files came to you guys most recently. But I did see The Furious, which I had no idea existed. It is a kung fu movie. Saw it as a screen unseen. Had no clue what it was. And then after I saw it, I've seen stuff about it. It's out now, but I've seen stuff about it everywhere. High ratings, highest rated action kung fu movie since Raid. Like rave reviews about it. Very highly rated on Letterboxd. I think I landed on a 3.5 because not taken away from the fighting elements of the movie, but just the plot was. They needed a plot to just get to fighting scenes. Like they just needed something to piece together in order to get us to the point.
It's kind of like Mortal Kombat. Like you just need a story to go from fight to fight to fight, right?
And it's probably a million times better movie than Mortal Kombat in terms of the actual movie itself.
Oh yeah, I'm not comparing quality, but it's just it's just a fighting movie. Like,
put together some dialogue, get a plot, and then let's get to the action.
Could you imagine if you had a whole movie where it was just all fighting?
I mean, this one's pretty close. Like it's about as close as it gets. Like
and it's just like an old video game kind of where it's like linear.
The plot line of this was some Asian country. I don't think it was China because they kept talking about going back to China. But child trafficking in this country, the main character, which is where it lost some points for me, was he was a mute. He didn't talk, but highly trained, highly, skilled in fighting combat. And his daughter got kidnapped, and he was on a mission to get her back. And that's what we needed to get us there. And then every fight scene was unbelievable. Like, there were a few times where you're like, okay, okay. And some of them lasted a little bit long, but from just the camera angles, I believe, I didn't look up too much into it, but I believe a lot of it was pretty, like, they were all doing it. Like, they're all pretty trained. And it was high octane from the jump. Once she was kidnapped and once he was on a mission to find her, it was game on. I mean, there was a couple scenes in there where you just like,
is it Taken Kung Fu?
Very similar, but there was just like not infants, but like children, not like a of age woman or
right.
A teen, like they were kids.
But the concept, I get it.
Same idea, but the fighting was. I mean, Liam Neeson wasn't going to be able to pull off some of this stuff. But yeah, high octane, high energy. If you like those movies, definitely would recommend it. Like I said, 3.5 for me. Plot was not, it was you could follow it, but it was the whole point was to get us to the action. But that one is very good. Definitely cool to see in theaters. Probably can watch it at home, still enjoy it. But for me, it wasn't a 5. It's not necessarily my cup of tea, and I don't like the same reason. I can't remember the movie, but it was Adam Driver, and it was a movie I was excited for, and it was like a prehistoric or
65 million or whatever. 65 million.
Yeah, whatever that movie was called. Thought it looked so cool. Yeah. Watched it. One of the main characters doesn't speak English. Like, there's no dialogue. This guy was getting talked to by the other main guy, and like I don't know if he really understood that the guy couldn't talk or not. I mean, he would write down and whatever. The police were involved with the wrong side. The police chief was on the other team, of course. But it was worth it. Good movie. Would recommend to watch that if you're into that style movie. The other one I watched was a Colleen Hoover book called Regretting You with Dave Franco, and I believe Scott Eastwood was in that one too. And Finn, I forget his name, from Blackstone. He's in it. Get a lot of white noise. Thank you. Decent cast, decent trailer. Hadn't read the book. Hadn't read the book. Trailer looked decent. I watched it on Prime Video between 2 nights as I was going to bed. It was one of the worst movies I have ever watched in my life. Very disappointing. Dave Franco slapping his name on it is tough. The acting, I think, and I talked to Trav a little bit about this, but I think the main girl, the mom, I think she was, and again, she could be great in other stuff. I don't know. I haven't looked into her. I don't even know who it is. Not very good. The story was subpar. The back end wasn't great. The premise wasn't great. It was not good. And I couldn't, if you read that book and you enjoyed it, and you have seen this movie, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. And if you haven't seen the movie, I would recommend not watching it because I would think you'd be disappointed with how the movie went. So Regretting You, if you guys are with your significant other and that one gets brought up, I would think that if you can get out of it, I would maybe recommend, pushing that movie night in a different direction. So that is my 2 cents on that. I think I gave it a 1 on Letterboxd. I'd have to go back and look, but
they should have renamed it. You regretting watching this,
dude. It was so bad. I mean, such a bad movie. And again, I went to I was going to sleep, so watch the first half night 1, finished it night 2, just to halfway through it. I'm gonna see this thing through, and it just didn't get anywhere. I mean, Story's followable, like I can watch it and understand what's going on, but it just was poorly done, poorly executed. Not a good movie. Would not recommend. The other one we all saw was the very highly touted horror movie that's been in theaters for a while now, Obsession. Another YouTube background director,
low budget.
Curry Barker, I believe.
No spoilers for me.
No spoilers. $750,000 or over 250 million worldwide. I don't even know what they're at now. They've set records on the third weekend, fourth weekend, fifth weekend, whatever day it was in theater. Like every record that you didn't know we kept track of, we do. It is beating them. It's a top 10 horror movie of all time in theaters now.
If you can see it in theaters, do it.
And they're going to keep playing it. I think it's going to continue to play until it stops making money.
Yep.
At the level that it's making money at. The sound effects, you need the theaters.
Yep.
It would still be creepy at home, don't get me wrong. It would still definitely get you, but theater definitely matters.
There's a couple, 2, 3, maybe even 4 scenes that you just have to be in the theater for it to really have the effect.
And it's got your jump scares, it's got your goosebumps, it's got your chills, it's got good plot, it's got good dialogue.
I remember
it's got it all.
I was explaining like pieces of it to Mads when I got back from the theater, and it was one of those movies where I couldn't explain something next without going back and I had to explain pieces of the plot. That's how good the plot was.
It just Indy Navarrete. Does anybody know how to pronounce her name?
Indy Navarrete, I think, is how she says it.
Absolutely has to be nominated for awards at the end of the year.
Yeah.
She's already won awards for whatever other things happened throughout the year. She's already been nominated and won some stuff. You just cannot watch that movie and tell me. And now, granted, it's June. We've got time for other actresses to perform.
Everything else is going to be weighted against that performance.
It has to be. It has to be. I haven't seen anything this year. But the only better, not even maybe better, but comparable performance to her was I Swear with the guy. I can't remember his name. He was in, he's a small part in Throwback Ned. In Game of Thrones, but he was in the movie based on the guy with Tourette's, and he did an unbelievable job. He won Best Actor at the British equivalent, the BAFTA awards at the Oscars, whatever they've got last year. That was a movie I saw this year that performance was notable, and this is the second one, and I can't think of another one out of those two people, one boy, one girl, that's even in the same conversation. So horror movies don't get the credit they deserve. I know we just came off a year where it was not the true horror like this one is. Sinners and Weapons with awards and some of the big awards going out to them. But I would be floored if she's not nominated for an Oscar. It would be an absolute disgrace, steal, an absolute wrongdoing of somebody. She's going to blow up. We'll see what direction she wants to go in.
There was I don't know if you saw it, Brennan, the tweet of I guess you could see it all over social media, but the art director for the movie was complaining that they only got paid a few grand for the movie. And Curry Barker responded and said, you know what, this movie couldn't have been made without people like you. But in these opportunities, it's not the people who make the movie that make the money. It's the people who take the risk and the gamble to put the money up that make the money.
Right. All those producers and distributors and everything like that. Crit, did you send the breakdown of where it went tier from tier? I
think I sent it to you guys because Crit didn't.
Yeah. And it's all top heavy. So everyone at the bottom's getting peanuts.
Yeah. But the recognition goes to the people at the bottom, not the people putting the money up.
Right. And I guess that's the trade-off of you get more opportunities now. We get our money back.
I'm sure that happens all the time, just not at the same level. You know what I mean? A couple $1 million film makes 15 to 20 at the box office, yada, yada, yada. When you start getting into the, 9 figures. Like, that doesn't happen very often.
And it's understandable, but you got to think if you're that woman now. And I'm not an expert on any of this, but doesn't seem like the right move from her.
Yeah.
Because it's just kind of, you got to eat crow. And I think he responded accordingly.
Yeah.
What happened?
Wasn't dogging her. The art director kind of came on.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking about what's the main actress. I can't say her name. I'm not going to butcher it.
Indy Navarrete.
Yeah. But I think I think she might look back on that as a mistake. Now, hopefully people around her that know her, if they can speak to her, like her opportunities, similar to most people in the movie, are going to skyrocket. So you didn't need to. I don't know. It's something I'm not educated enough to speak on and further than that, but it seems like that was not a smart move from her.
Her name got out even more.
Yeah, true.
No press is bad press,
It could be. I'm not gonna. I don't want to work with her if this is what's gonna happen.
Right.
Who knows? But unbelievable movie. 5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. I think from the three of us all. It's a top horror movie for me that I've seen in probably 12 to 15 years of feeling the way that I did in the theater and physically reacting to stuff and just top tier horror. We've had a great year of horror so far.
Yeah.
Psychological.
That Evil Dead you were talking about earlier.
Resident Evil's coming out this year.
Oh.
Hokum we haven't watched.
Could you imagine if Weapons came out the same year?
I think it would just get.
We might still have one.
I think it would just get walked on.
Are you saying, Geese, another Weapons coming out this year?
No, I'm just saying a potential new movie that. Fucking weird.
What I don't like is with how awards shows go is I think Odyssey is already like just on its pedestal, which I understand, but it's like
that might get review bombed just from the hype they're trying to bring to it.
Christopher Nolan is.
I don't think
him,
so. It will.
He's him.
It will from a good group of people, but he's got too much. I mean, unless it's just god awful, which again we've talked about it here. The cast is loaded,
but we do have a problem with one of them.
Who?
The Elliot Page like throw in is what's like questionable.
Is that? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was wondering. I actually hadn't put the pieces together that was this movie. I thought they were redoing Gladiator.
Ellen, whatever, great at acting. Right? They are in the movie.
I know they're in the movie, but that thing I sent you was Troy with her.
No, I'm not referencing that. I'm referencing the fact that she has a role in it, or he has a role in it. Whatever you want to say. You know what I mean?
I thought they were rebooting Gladiator, and he was going to be
AI. That's AI. If you look at the cast list,
that was all AI.
No, I know the clip is AI. I know. That.
Okay.
I know that. I'd seen the clips of her getting just torched by the spear. But I didn't know that he was in this movie. I thought that the cast for a future movie was going to star Elliot Page. I did not know. So people are just making things up about what his role could be in this movie.
Correct. Because it's not listed. It's not listed.
Elliot Page is a good actor. Actor. So I'm not
going to need to say it. Yes.
No, it's apparently he is playing Elpenor.
No clue. But
I don't.
In the Umbrella Academy, Elliot Page is awesome. Yeah. So I'm not. If that was if I was.
If you haven't seen Umbrella Academy, need to see it.
Yeah. So no, if it's just if that I actually thought they were going to be rebooting it and then using those like different people. I did not know that all stemmed from being in the Odyssey because that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like that very good actor. The things I've seen, very good. So. Okay, that.
My point was being the fact that there is no, like, that character that you're saying, Geese. Whoever, we don't know what that is, and that's what people are questioning. You know?
Apparently, it is the youngest and least distinguished member of Odysseus's crew.
Okay.
So I guess we're pretty, the web is pretty upset about that.
When we load a cast like this, it is going to be very good or very bad.
Yeah.
That is the problem. There's so many people in this movie that I don't know.
It's hard to see them as the character and not the actor.
I'm going to go in with high hopes.
I'm going in full bandwagon.
Nothing before that I see is going to ruin or make me think any different until I watch it. I love the story. We'll see, but
I might buy 2 ices because it's gonna be 3 hours. I don't want to leave the theater.
It's gonna be.
I might finish one, pee in the first one, and then
drink. The new trailers that have come out have still not given you much, but given you more, and it looks like they're doing it right. So I'll be excited for that. But yes, I agree. That one's already going to be. It's probably already nominated in the back of the mind for everything that it could possibly be nominated for. Right. So yes, to that point, obsession. I mean, you've got a steep hill to climb, but numbers speak, and I don't know how you can deny this movie. So go see Obsession. See it in theaters while you can. It will be there probably much longer than it was supposed to be. It's still out there now, so go check it out. Great movie, top tier horror. But getting into some regular schedule programming, it's been a little bit since we've chatted. Does anybody have a specific gear to grind?
Yeah, bunny rabbits in our garden, eating all the shit we just planted. Don't like
tale old as time.
Don't like
little
that.
Bunny foo-foo.
Yeah, I tried a sick Viking on them. He's simply not fast enough, and they know that. So,
lumbering
he's
giants.
gotten close. And if he actually had a mean bone in his body, I would hate to be a bunny rabbit under his paw.
We get squirrels in our garbage, and we've got a garden now too that is elevated more so that bunnies I don't think would be able to get into it. But we bought squirrel repellent that seemed to work.
Okay.
But
does it work on rabbits?
I don't know. But we don't have the area where our plants will be and where they're growing currently. I don't typically see bunnies there. One of them would be impossible for them to get to where the pumpkins got planted. Potentially, they could get up there because of the ramp and some fence stuff. But where the onions and tomatoes and cucumber, all that stuff, I don't think a bunny could get up there.
I don't know, man.
They could jump. I know that.
Could be a rat.
We do have raised garden beds for our veggies right now, so we're good on that. But just the basic plants that we want to grow, they're just buffet.
Don't see a lot of rabbits in my yard, but I did see on our camera the other night. I woke up, got my phone buzzed because the back camera had a notification at 12:30, and I'm said animal, so I was okay. Just a massive raccoon on our deck. Fat boy just walking down the stairs. I hopped out of bed to go see if I could see it through the windows, and the camera's got better. Obviously, the digital quality can see in the dark, and I can't, so I couldn't see it anymore. But it was on the deck, just a big boy. Took me a second. That has to be a raccoon. But
he was just looking at the menu.
Yeah.
What's in your garbage, buddy?
I don't think he got anything, but it was a big boy. But bunnies have not been a problem. I will go next. Mine could be very long-winded based on the reactions from you guys, and it's kind of random. I had one with my projector, but it was kind of a one-night stand where it just wasn't loading Netflix and pissed me off. That's why I had to watch Regretting You, so I was not happy about that. But we're all back and running. It was a one-night, can't get on anything besides Prime. So my gear to grind I don't even know why it came to my head. I've always had this problem, and I figured we'd just have a discussion about it. Cities, professional sports teams' colors. Why are they not all the same in the city that they're in? There's only one city in America. Yeah. Pittsburgh's the only one where every professional team is black and gold.
That's a good stat.
The Knicks are orange and blue. The Islanders are orange and blue, but the Rangers are red and blue. And Giants are red and
navy
blue.
and white.
Green.
Mets,
Yeah,
Mets, Islanders, and Knicks. I guess.
But it's not like the leagues are all combined though.
The Mets are like tier 2, the Islanders are tier 2, and the Knicks are tier 1. And then it's like the Pittsburgh's the only city that does it. I wish every city had some cohesiveness in the color.
It would be hard. It would be hard for example of the Minneapolis, like Twin Cities, Minnesota. The Vikings are purple and gold. That's just they are that.
They could have been green and red or vice versa.
Yeah, but we got.
But I'm just saying,
not anymore. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Technically, they're Minneapolis Lakers.
I feel like Chicago would be hard.
They were purple and gold. Well, actually, no, they weren't purple and gold. They were blue and yellow. But still.
Blue and yellow. Yeah.
I mean, the Bears being like red, white, red, black would be kind of cool.
It just bothers me. It to my core, it bothers me that Pittsburgh's the only city that got it right. And I thought too, like maybe ownership and some stuff, but like those 3 teams are not owned by the same people. Mm-mm. They just figured it out. They got it right.
Four hometowns.
It's called thinking about Colorado. The city.
Colorado should be the same color, except maybe the Rockies are the only exception. But
I mean, if you really think about it, if you were a fan of whatever sport, your color matches between everything. You can go to any game you want because you only have to buy one pair of shit.
Yeah, see, but that's where greed comes in, and capitalism is so great.
But I think you would have more because I'm my fandom's a lot of places. It's slowly transitioned to pretty much all Philadelphia. But
you've been a lifelong Houston Rocket fan. So.
Correct. And until that day, someday Sixers will take over. But I have been, I've been around in my fandom a lot of different places, and my dad was a Dolphins fan, so didn't really get the Chicago sports feel there, and Cardinals. So kind of you grow up, you pick teams, you like their uniforms or their colors or the players, and yes, that goes back to the greed and the merchandising and stuff, but. I think more, and that's why I hate when people are like, you're from Peoria, cheer for the Eagles. Like, why does it make any sense? People that are like that are the worst type of people and the worst type of sports fans on planet Earth. You can like whoever you want. I don't care where you're from.
There's Chicago but I think fans, that's all.
Yeah, I think more people would be where they're from fan if you grew up and like that was those colors are you're repping home. Like those if they were all in the same breath of not even exactly
more solidarity. With everybody, man.
Yeah, like no wonder Pittsburgh people are diehard Pittsburgh fans.
And especially if visiting teams all came in, there's a shit ton more fans wearing the same colors now. Like you would drown them out.
I think that still happens.
Would you?
No, it does. Do you still want them to a greater extent?
Do you still want the midnight green for the Eagles?
I don't know if I would have been.
I think it would look pretty fucking good if it was red, white, and blue.
Yeah,
like the Phillies. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
The Phillies and the Sixers are red, white, and blue. The Eagles very easily could have been. The name fits.
And then you got the Flyers.
The Flyers. Yeah, that is exactly. It's like the Phillies halfway home, but I think the Sounders I don't even remember. It's Seattle. I can't remember. Philadelphia Union, the soccer team, I think they're blue and black. I don't know. They're not too far off, but
Seattle's pretty close. Yeah,
the Flyers could have been on board, but yeah, the Eagles. I mean, they had it. They had the name. So I don't know.
They have it.
Maybe I wouldn't have been an Eagles fan because maybe it wouldn't have happened that way. But yes, I think the Eagles very easily could have been red, white, and blue. So
if they change the colors, would you jump on board?
At this point, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I would probably be, now I'd probably be more excited about it, but I don't know if I would have been a fan if they were red, white, and blue back in the day. So it's been a gear to grind forever. I don't know. I think when the Knicks won it all, I was sitting at a bar and I thought about the Islanders and the Mets, and then I'm like, but then you've got, and New York's tough. There's, so many teams, but it's just, I wish that was a thing, and it's just not.
Yeah, and it is tough for the bigger states. Like California has so many teams. New York does have so many teams, and yeah,
you'd have to nail.
There's home and away jerseys for a reason.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking like 2 teams in the same city, but that if they have 2 hockey teams, and 2 baseball teams and 2 basketball teams, like you just live with that. One team is black and white, the other one's orange and blue. Like it's not hard. So yeah, I could go on forever about it. It drives me nuts. I don't like it. Shout out Pittsburgh and the
that was a fun one
out there.
Black and yellow.
They got it right. Crit Geese. Nothing. Totally fine.
I have one. I think I'll hold off on it. We've gone long enough on this. It's already an hour in, so we're good.
Quick Oscars, then quick Oscars. Anybody else besides myself got an Oscar?
I have an Oscar for Crit over here. At home virtual, like remote IT man did the rescue. Power went out in my building. Everything shut down. No one can access the VPN. Everyone's remote now. I'm at the office for this. Been going hybrid recently. This is why. I'm pretty tech savvy. This instance, I was the idiot. I feel like anytime you're contacting IT, there's a chance you're just being an idiot. That I was being an idiot. Turned
it happened
everything on.
Today, Geese. Don't worry. It literally happened today.
I am the common man. Reset everything, hooked everything back up. Still no access. Pretty much wasted half day of work trying to get it set up, especially with the power outage and everything. Coming in the morning, and my coworker comes in. He's our like IT guy. He's looking at it. He's like, "You turn this on?" I'm like, "I didn't know what that is." And no, I didn't. Turns out that was the server. So a lot of time wasted. I did get new Ethernet cords connected for our router and everything, so those are up to date. Started contacting Crit halfway through, sending pictures. Hey, what am I doing? What you send to me, Brendan, when you're trying to set something up, I'm sending to Crit. So,
Crit GPT.
I said, check the server. He goes, this fucking thing?
Yeah, it's like a giant PC. I just thought it was the PC to access everything, but I didn't realize that thought right there, it accesses everything, like to view it on the screen.
Depends on your setup. Yep.
Like, I just thought it was a spare PC we had set up so you could get into like BIOS and stuff like that. No, it was the whole server. Really dingus moment. Crit led the way there, though.
That's our boy.
7 o'clock. I can't get internet. I was like, I don't fucking know your setup.
Really is
and you don't pay me. But yeah,
that's a lie.
Oscar goes to Geese.
I did pay him $20.
He did pay me.
Okay. Probably gave off that gift.
That was gonna be my Oscar. Geese just saying, "Yep, here you go, $20."
Yeah, that's not bad. Well, good Oscars, boys, giving them to each other there.
He wanted 300.
That's literally my going rate. Yeah,
got a discount, pretty good discount there, Geese. Oh boy,
I know people.
Trav, what do you got?
Along the same lines, my Oscar goes to plugged-in Wi-Fi, like they're not having Wi-Fi. Hardwire to your PC.
Game changer, dude.
I mean, look at me. It's absolute cinema. I'm fading around.
Yeah,
it's been nice. Games have been a lot better. Not that I had that big of an issue, but
it's like putting glasses on, dude. Like,
yeah, it's
just like
constantly
immediate.
good. And if you do have an issue, like it's something with the modem and not.
Right. It's not the connection. There's not something else, like a storm or something. Like it is, what's going on.
Yep. And my fishing it through like underneath me in the basement to the router.
Is it all hugged on the bottom of the wall? Just
no.
Oh, okay.
No,
you actually ran it?
Drilled a hole through the floor and ran it across and plugged right in.
Trav, the handyman.
Yeah.
Does all the handy stuff.
Only had to drill 2 holes.
It would be
Did you leave the hole open, or you like put an outlet thing on it?
No, it's about you big.
Okay, like you do for like an aux cord or something like that.
Yeah,
mine would be a long cord to get to here.
I did a 100-footer.
Yeah, dude, I have a 50-footer under my desk. I'm 3 feet away.
I might get killed in my sleep if I ran a cord from the living room all the way back here. Even if you properly put it.
Yeah, even if you hit it, Chelsea's not having that shit.
No, it would not.
No.
Well,
because it's blue. You can do gray, but the colors are just ugly as shit.
You can also, Brendan.
I know a guy.
You can also do
shit through the walls.
Yeah, you thin it over power. You could do.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been an issue, but I know the difference. And just thinking back as a kid and having Ethernet, big time. So that's a good one. Mine goes to Coach Eddie Betson and the Tremont Turks baseball program in the state of Illinois. 1A state champs. I think they won. I think they wrapped up on a 25-game win streak. They 10-run ruled 10-0 after 5 in the state title game. First baseball state title for Tremont. School history, first state championship. Tremont has won in 37 years since a boys cross-country title back in the, the 90s, something like that. So absolute shellacking. They, honestly, the games I watched just never really seemed to be in doubt. And they had a long rain delay, came back. They scored 5 prior to the rain delay, came out of the rain delay, scored 5 more. Got them out of there. Awesome stuff. But 25, they hadn't lost a game since like April 11th. Like something just wild like that. So went on a run, bats were hot. So Oscar goes to the Turks back home in Tremont.
This just in, I got a text from my neighbor. There's like 4 cop cars by our dumpster. They are questioning some white guy about weapons.
Ooh, I'm gonna lock your door.
Hey, he'll have to go through Lexi and Ashley downstairs before he gets to me. So I think I'm good.
Well, and then after the state championship, they went to the Turkey Festival. And chomped on some turkey legs.
Good time for
free, of course.
Yeah, good time for them to be champs at the Big Turk Fest. So Oscar there, but gentlemen, back to the Dynamic Duo series. We are moving into episode 3, which would be the Super Mario Brothers movie, family comedy, Mario Luigi. We all know them. We all love them. Not the OG movie, as you guys alluded to with live action that they had back in the day, but the animated version that came out a couple years back, and more recently came out with the Super Mario's Galaxy movie, which I have not seen but would like to go watch. Haven't read much about it, but Super Mario Brothers episode 3, Dynamic Duo. Trav, tell us what you got. We'll get into it.
Yeah, I don't think I watched this one in theaters when it first came out, but I did watch it recently, like right after when it got into digital, and I just felt so bad that I wasn't a kid when this came out. Like these new movies, these new kid movies based on video games and everything are fun, but you got the typical duo. I thought the animation was great. Typical duo of Mario and Luigi trying to save Princess Peach and those kingdoms. Got to get help from the Kongs, Monkey Island. Yeah, it's just a cool story. Had a little bit of Bowser fun with Jack Black. Thought the voiceovers were good. Other than that, it's just a typical video game movie, start to finish. Thought the features were good. We can get into it. Geese, what do you think? You're muted.
When I click the other screen, the other tab, it scrolls on that one. Killed it. I mean, for waiting, because they did the live action back in the 90s, to wait this long, and really kind of goes back to like pre-2000, post-2000, like the technology is at a point where it's basically a video game. They're able, just like the colors in this thing just absolutely pop. Art is so well done. And I think it benefits a lot from Nintendo being so reluctant to do another one, right? It's not live action. I think they pulled it a little bit from that original movie, just in kind of like giving a nod towards them and everything. I actually liked the story a lot. Like when Chris Pratt got the role, I was actually pretty pissed off about it, because it was just like, this is at his peak right now. And he was just in everything, and it's like the original voice actor for Mario is getting passed over. And I know that happens a lot. Kind of like the whole Shaggy thing. Watching the movie and everything, I thought he did a great job. It's definitely not as like high pitch as the game is, so I like that they made the effort to obviously make it for theater audiences. Overall, I haven't watched the second one. I know it came out a couple months ago, or just came out
recently. Yeah,
it's recent. It's
not. I think it's out of theaters now, but I don't know if it's digital.
We might be able to rent it.
Yeah,
probably
hefty price, like $20.
Really stoked for that, because they incorporated so many characters, but there's so many other characters. Like, it's going to be the Avengers of Nintendo characters, man. Like, I think it will pop off by introducing just everybody. Like, imagine getting a Kirby movie. Like, that'd be electric.
Yeah, I like the Kirby had a show back in the day when we were kids on.
It was electric.
PBS Kids, I think, or PBS something. They had like the equivalent to like what Adult Swim was to Cartoon Network on PBS, with like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Kirby, and like Yu-Gi-Oh and some stuff. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I saw this in theaters, I think, on my birthday when it came out a few years ago. I have such mixed thoughts on it, because I really enjoy it. And I'll tell you why. And I think Geese might have already mentioned this and the reason as to why this is the way that it is. But I feel like the Mario universe is so big, and they've done so many games, and they did so much in this movie. They tied in so much, like Mario Kart, Rainbow Road. They had different shots where it was like the old school Mario games where you're like the Donkey Kong style, and they're running like when him and Peach or him and Luigi are running at the beginning, and it's like the side angle, and like they do a really good shot of shooting it that way. And they've got, Kong, like you said, Kong Island or whatever it's called, and getting the Kongs involved, and like his fight scene, and like similar to how Donkey Kong game was played. And they tied so much into it, but it just felt like, and I know it's a kid's movie, but there's, it pertains to an older audience as well, because of how old Mario is. They still make games, so like kids know Mario, and it's still an active IP. Have they been reluctant, Geese? I think you mentioned this. Like they could do TV shows of Mario Kart or Mario Baseball.
Nintendo is very, very stingy when it comes to licensing.
Okay.
They're suing Pal Worlds about, they just lost a section of that lawsuit, but their IP is their sacredness.
Yeah.
And for good reason, really. For good or bad, and from their position. And so they just don't give it out to anybody.
Yeah, and they
would make so much money. It's crazy.
Yeah, they incorporated so much, and there's still so much more, but it just felt like this movie felt rushed. Not from a production or quality standpoint, but just getting through the story. Like everything was so quick until like the finale. It felt like, it feels like they could do a million of them and really build on it. And they tied a lot in, and there's so much more, like you mentioned. Even getting into Nintendo's Super Smash Bros. And like you said, some of those characters, it's not directly related to Mario all the time, but it just felt like it's a super enjoyable movie. It is, and it should be 90 minutes. Like that is what you can't have a 4-hour Mario movie. I think it would just be you could, right? You could have a forever long movie, but it just felt like it was very quick. For good or for bad, I don't know. I didn't dislike anything about it other than the fact that I felt like we moved fast.
There's no stakes really, because it moves that fast.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have time to worry about Luigi. You know, Mario and
Haunted Mansion they tied in. Like they
right. Like they include, I feel like because it's only an hour, like 90 minutes, and introducing as much information as possible to get it in there, like to your point, it's so vast, like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And especially because it is based off of video game, I feel like also hurts it a little bit, because you already have these settings that you need to include. You know, having existing IP, you know, it's almost like a trailer to a video game. It's just 90 minutes.
Right. And we can't say you can't because of how much there is about Mario, but you could have introduced, you know, original Mario and like the power-ups and stuff, and not had Mario Kart involved. You know, there's like, if they wanted to just build on this for so long, you could make so many movies, so much money. And again, if they're stingy and they're not able to do it, that makes a ton of sense. But we got a little bit of Mario Party. We got a little bit of Mario Kart. We got OG Mario. We got the arcade version of Donkey Kong style game in there. We had Luigi's Mansion. We had so much stuff and like so many characters. We didn't have Boo even. I don't think Boo was even involved.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would love for King Boo to be the next big bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he is, though. I think they're going like Galaxy and stuff for the second one.
That is what it's called. Yeah, Super Mario Galaxy movie. Yeah, that would be accurate. But I forgot Rainbow Road was in it. Honestly, I thought because of seeing Galaxy, like the Galaxy movie, I thought that it would be more, and maybe it is back. Like they can use the same setting and same things again, but introducing it all.
It was just a secret pathway. Like, you could just say there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, I mean, they've got tons of stuff they can get deeper and reuse. It just, that was my only, if I had a complaint, it just felt quick. But that's what most kids movies are. And, you know, Cars is not based on a legendary.
Yeah, but it's the scene changes. It's the setting of where everything is. It's each in their own individual pocket. You know, because that's the way the game is set up. Obviously, it's like all these different areas. There's no like, the ground doesn't continue anywhere. Like, it's an island. It's like you're jumping from scene to scene, literally. And with those, with so many places, like it's just inevitable that happens.
Yeah. Well, I had a thought at the beginning that has nothing to do with the movie. Did the Minions take over, like, introductions to, like, Illumination? Like, did they take over Pixar?
That's been around for a while now.
No, I know, but is it it's the thing now. They took it over. Like,
yeah, for the kids style movies, I think it's just
they own it.
It's Minions.
The Minions have taken over the introduction to these type of movies, which is those guys, man. We've talked about it enough, but the Minions are. It clicked.
Yeah, coming out.
Yeah, Minions and Monsters.
Monsters. Yep.
Looks interesting. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters, but they have just. This is when I watched this, it just clicked finally. Like they are the new intro for everything that is animated, and
they are the Pixar light bulb now.
When they can use, when Illumination is part of it, it is like they are the sole focus of an intro to a movie like this. But awesome intro. The ice castle with the penguins and Bowser just milking it quickly is very funny. The snowball.
That is but a taste of my power.
That penguin was great.
Yeah.
And he's trapped later on. The intro, the plumbing commercial is next level as well.
Top tier, man. How can you not love that?
Yeah.
They're just watching it at a pizza shop, which is great too. Just they didn't miss on some of those smaller details, but our boy, what's our boy's name? The dickhead I can't remember his name, but I thought I wrote it down. The guy who has
Spike.
Yeah, Spike. What a guy he is, huh? I had actually written it down. Could you imagine eating a slice of pizza like him when he just whole slice down the hatch.
I'd love to see it.
The way that you can do things like that in an animated movie, those details always make me laugh. Just the smallest slice. This guy's arm is the size of 3 pizzas, and he just gets the slice, puts it up, and drops it down the barrel.
Like the Goofy movie when they're eating everything, like yo.
Yeah, it just watching him just crush a slice of pie like that made me chuckle. But he's just an asshole because they quit his company and started their own, and just picking Mario up and throwing him to the ground is so demeaning. In the pizza joint,
Oh, yeah. So small.
No one's gonna do nothing to Spike.
No,
I think that was an Easter egg too. Spike.
His company is called Wrecking Crew, which I'm pretty sure that is like a game or mode.
Not sure. Would like more information on said Easter egg though, if we can find it. If it is. But I don't know what it is. Catastrophic failure in the first job they did. Really not their fault.
Before you get there though, Brendan, their trip to that first job with the like linear hopping.
That's what I mean.
So cool.
Those scenes were sweet when
they really cleaned him up, Crit.
To the 1985 game. Interesting. Spike is a little green guy with blue hair.
Yeah.
Not a big bad wolf like this guy in the movie. Yeah, the linear shots, they did it again with Peach and Mario later on when they're after the obstacle course or whatever. But that's what I mean by how well of a job I think they did with the movie. Because if you've never played Mario, you probably don't pick up on that.
Mm-hmm.
And especially like those are the old Mario games, not the new stuff on the Switch and whatever. Whatever. I don't even know what the newest games are. The last time I played, I was on a Switch with my.
I feel like it's just Mario parties.
They still make Mario Karts too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just can't. Not just, but like within the last year, because they're making all their brand name stuff for the Switch 2.
Switch 2, I remember sending you guys the new Switch Sports Resort.
No,
pumped.
It's going to be fun.
Pumped for that.
I got my Switch sitting right here. I haven't played a single game on it, but that comes out.
Do you have online for that?
Switch 2? Probably, yeah. I think.
No, you have to pay for it.
I think I got it. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Maybe I don't. I have
feel
another
like
Switch.
Nintendo stuff is like co-op, same household type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be tough to really run a console or like run a gaming system like that anymore without having any online capabilities.
Right.
But if you're going to do it, it's Nintendo.
There's some guy on Instagram that I watch now. He's in my algorithm. Watch like 2 videos. Now I get all of them. He does all the like Mario Party challenges and he tries to get 100%. Have you guys seen him at all?
Mm-mm. No, you said that.
Electric. He's electric, man. He tries to get like all zeros, like perfect score on bowling. Like he tries to do everything perfect, and he's electric.
I have not seen that, but would be difficult. But their first job's a just massive failure, but that's on the family, dude.
Yeah,
that's not on them. If you were going in someone's house working like that and a dog was that aggressive, that is not on you. You're leaving. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing this. You're charging them more. Probably got a lawsuit on your hands. It's a kids movie. I get it. We got to add some action there, but the plumbing business isn't going great. I thought how they got to the Mario verse, whatever you want to call it, like the 2 different lanes, like how they got there, I thought was well done. Of trying to go be the Kings and save Brooklyn from, massive eruptions of sewage water or whatever's coming out from underneath. And I thought how they got there was clever because you can't have Mario without the tube systems.
Correct.
You just can't. And I know that when they got in there, they separated on, like a multiverse type pathway of, airflow tubes. It wasn't like the green tube. Like they came in through the green tube, but you saw a more advanced what's happening behind the scenes because you never really know. But they did. I thought how they got there was smart, and like I said, you cannot have Mario movies without having the tubes.
Right.
They incorporated those tubes so well into like the cityscape, and obviously you just make them clear and everything, but you didn't have to have like showing the travel is actually incorporating it to like be visual, so like it just worked so well.
Yeah, and when he was in I can't remember the names of the place. Like, I keep calling it's probably not Toad Kingdom, but that's what it feels like.
Candyland.
It's not Candyland either, but
almost
the scene when he's following Toad, and then he doesn't see which tube he takes, and then he just keeps ending up in the same spot because there were levels in Mario where you're just like, dude,
you would get lost. You would get lost, and it's like, I don't know where to go. The nostalgia was like they killed it. Like for what it is, like it's not the greatest thing ever created, but it does. It hits all the marks.
It's exactly what you want it to be.
And
well said.
The classic, the Mario song, the dun 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 bum 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 bum. And then you hit the tube, it's like tico tico tico, and then it goes to the dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Like the background music of incorporating those OG songs, but it's a little bit lighter. But if you're listening, you can hear it. Just the nostalgia factor of it is crazy.
Dude, and that's my favorite one.
Yeah, that's when
like Game On.
Every time you hit a tube and you go underground, it's and then up and you get the happy joy music again, but the scary music is the and they had that happening. Luigi's Mansion we knew of. The Koopa Kids are involved. We got Goomba as part of Bowser's troops. The Flying Koopa Kids, the Shy Guys. I don't think they had Mini Bowser in this movie, which I'm expecting in the second.
He is in the second. He was in the trailer.
Okay, I thought so. But, you've got what you would quote-unquote call, and maybe you wouldn't even recognize some of these people as being the bad guys, but Goomba, which, again, as you're playing the original video game, Goombas, if you hit them, you die. The shells, the Koopa Kids, that makes sense. On the good guys' side, you've got all the Toads. I mean, like, to me, there was Toad, but, like, who knows what the rest of the names are. But you've got Toad, the Kongs. Diddy Kong was in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But Yoshi wasn't. Yoshi and whatever. Like, it's not. I don't think it's
Cranky Kong, I think is his name.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. And I believe Yoshi's in the second one as well.
Yeah.
So this one's cleaning up. I feel like a good set of the
There's
roster.
some Yoshis in the first one.
There was a quick shot of some Yoshis, but
a little Jurassic Park action, kind of.
Not the Yoshi.
The piranha plants were involved, but Goomba is probably my all-time favorite character.
Shy Guy.
Like, Toad's my favorite character in terms of playing the games and picking somebody, but Goomba, I don't know what it is about him.
I'm a big Wario guy.
Wario, Waluigi, or a couple more that definitely would get involved. I don't know. Neither one of those guys are good guys, right? They're not. But Wario reminds me of Egghead and Sonic, of how whenever they get him involved, it's like Bowser can't really necessarily. I mean, he probably could be in the movie, but Wario would have to be the big bad wolf, and whenever he gets involved, Waluigi. But yeah, I mean, we just got so fast into Mario. You're coming with me to save the world, and the obstacle course scene was great. The power-up usage was also funny. I don't remember. I'm sure it's out there, but I do remember the big, the mini. I remember the fire. I don't remember the cat in the video games. I'm sure it's out there, but I don't remember there being a cat power-up. And
not in like it's I'm pretty sure it's one of the newer power-ups, but I'm probably BSing on that.
Well, newer for us, it's like we haven't played like a Mario game like that, and God knows how long. You know,
like I remember having it, I think on Game Boy or something. Like that was part of the game at that point. So it's like early 2000s.
When what was the one at the end when he was like flying?
Like the leaf one, right?
No, when he was flying with his tail like Tails does in Sonic. I want to say they mentioned like maybe a raccoon, but there's no way.
No, yeah, I think it is a raccoon.
Raccoon seems like a tough one. I think like Fox would have been cool. I mean, I guess you're kind of stealing from Sonic at that point if you said it was Fox, but raccoon seems kind of a stretch to be flying around with. But power ups is nostalgic. The obstacle course is really where you saw the piranha plants and whatnot. Peach is just an absolute badass already. Born and raised by the Mushroom Men.
Mm-hmm. I looked up Mario power-ups. There's about 40 on here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, remember Metal Mario? I mean, I guess Metal was like... I'm sure there is one, but like I'm thinking of Super Smash Bros. And anybody could be Metal. But I think he's got one of those. Like, there's probably way more than what we remember playing when we were younger in terms of hitting that question mark and finding a power up on the other side.
Raccoon Mario was introduced in 1988.
Wow.
Which one?
The Raccoon Mario.
Yeah, see, like I have not seen that.
So, yeah, dude, I
remember it, but not very much.
I think the design is different in the movie. They made it like a onesie instead of like his body.
Cat.
I saw people, I don't know if it was, I think it was recently because with the second one coming out, people talking about, how animated movies have gone more towards big names for voices. And we've talked about it a little bit, but instead of voice actors, and just a lot of heat coming at Seth Rogen for being Donkey Kong. And I thought the way that they made his character in the movie, Seth Rogen's voice made a lot of sense.
It definitely worked. I think the problem is his voice is so unique that it's Seth Rogen. Like, no matter what the character is, but no matter like what, I mean, no, that's a good point. But every time I hear him talk, I'm just thinking Seth Rogen, not Donkey Kong.
Who else?
I'm thinking about Seth Rogen.
Who else? Did you
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't either.
I'm just saying that because he's Seth Rogen is why I think that. So
yeah, and that goes back to the topic of voice actors and when they don't get the shot to play some of these roles, because you, like we've said, you don't know some of the most famous people. Maybe you hear the voice and you're like, oh, that's Ash Ketchum, or what, you might tie it back to another animated character, but not Seth Rogen. So yeah, I get that point, but I did think the way Donkey Kong was in the movie, Seth Rogen's voice fit pretty on point with how he acted, his personality. Like they made it work. So I don't know. And if that's the reason why people would be mad about it, then
definitely worked. And it's just it's not even a nitpick. I just accept it. Like, okay, that's Seth Rogen, but
yeah,
he doesn't really change his voice for the character. It's just Seth Rogen.
That's true.
Shia LaBeouf,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't have an issue with that specific topic of.
No, it's not an issue for me. It's just it is what it is.
I do understand why people would be mad about it, though. Or like,
especially if you're diehard, like, I could see that.
Is Donkey Kong lore that he is just like a jerk off?
I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, that would be
obviously
that would be the only thing, I guess, that would be different, is if he wasn't supposed to be just like a total, goofball and just all brawn, no brain. But I guess he kind of looks like that would be the case.
If it's as accurate as the rest of the movie is, I would imagine so.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that would make sense because everybody else fit their character pretty well.
It says the laid back, stubborn yet trustworthy and noble hero of the Donkey Kong Island is the leader and the leader of the Kong family. So they kind of switched it up a little bit.
Yeah, but the leader was an older guy, so maybe at some point,
Well, I think it goes back to them trying to cram so many characters into it.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, he pretty much is, but because you just have character saturation that you have to deal with and incorporate them.
Yeah. Another piece that I noted, I just kind of took random thoughts on this one. Bowser ripping Luigi's stash didn't get as much of a chunk visually as it definitely appeared he got, but that would hurt.
Right. Oh,
so bad.
Oof. That's why I shaved mine just in case.
Yeah.
That guy in the dumpster might come into your house and rip your mustache off.
Got a big you had a big caterpillar there, huh? We probably couldn't grab that.
Little furry fella.
Yeah.
I could grab it with my bottom lip.
It just would hurt so bad.
Yeah.
That would hurt so bad. So it's something that of note that it's kind of in a kids movie animation that kind of almost feel
it. Yeah.
Yeah. That one was odd.
I loved the little blue guy in the little prison spot.
I thought for some reason when I was watching this again that Luigi at some point was like, dude, you can get out of the cage. Like, let us out. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that was going to happen. I
think that was in the trailer. Like, I feel like that was part of the trailer, and it was just one of those added things.
It could be Mandela.
We probably got Mandela.
It just felt like that was going to happen. Like, dude, you can get out of the cage. Like, come unlock my freaking cage door. But the blue fellow was the most positive, negative guy of all time.
Yeah.
Nothing he said was good.
Yeah.
But in a positive note, little blue fella. And then a lot of the Kongs get down there. Interesting prison, for a lack of better words. Lumali. The ray of sunshine. He is not a ray of sunshine. He is.
Prison for an unknown reason.
Probably annoying. Probably because he's just super annoying.
Yeah.
But he can get out whenever he wants, so he's not really in prison.
Right.
He enjoys
He's just living. I just love it. Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, he
does it for the game.
He just was all about it because I think if push came to shove and they were going to die like they were, he's not. He's going to get out of there.
Yeah.
He'd probably phase right through it.
He would just get out of the cage.
Right.
And be cheerful for everybody burning in volcanic lava.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he was a little ray of sunshine for not being a ray of sunshine whatsoever. The Mario Kart scene was probably the coolest.
Oh yeah.
That Toad's car was awesome. I mean, that's what you'd expect from the little guy to make
straight monster truck.
Dude, the whole fabrication of the cars was sick as shit.
Yep.
I thought just having the concept of building it like you used to, of just the 3 items and spinning the slot machine.
Mm-hmm.
That's the good part about it.
Yeah, that's the old school way to build
Peach had a motorcycle.
Yep.
Yeah, which is relatively, I feel like not. I think they had like some kind of motorcycle type bikes even back in the day.
Oh yeah, no, the motorcycle is Peach's like main vehicle.
Yeah, but just the building of it is, again, it's all nostalgia for us. I mean, but I could see this, like, what could you imagine as a kid? This is the first time you're seeing, like, you probably know who Mario is, but not as the extent of things.
If I didn't have Mario Kart, I would have Mario Kart after watching the movie.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, the Mario Kart scene was cool. And again, as much as it's like they incorporated so much, Rainbow Road was the obvious choice for a track. And even when they got to Donkey Kong's place and the guy was ripping through their island, like that's they've got courses there too.
I was going to ask you, it's pretty obvious. I was going to ask you guys, like, what island would you guys want to live on? Kong Island is unanimous.
Kong Island
definitely was the coolest, but I think it would be a little bit more cutthroat there. Living with the Toads, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a good point.
Probably good
Toads would just be chilling.
They probably got all the goodies there.
Like, yeah, you got some power-ups that you ain't never seen on Kong Island.
Yeah.
True. And they would pretty much, I mean, they made a random human girl their queen, their princess. Like,
if they had a rainbow road between Kong Island and Toad Island, there it is. That's it. Let's drive back and forth.
You're not gonna choose Bowser's Palace.
No.
Like, that's not. And hopefully, when we get more worlds, as we watch more movies, this conversation could grow.
Yeah.
Well, there's a pirate ship too, isn't there? I forget what character has that, but like, there's so many options. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I think at this point I would pick Toad's Place because I just can imagine taking a stroll downtown, a little bakery, a little coffee shop, like always greeted with
a little tube real quick.
Yeah, tubes to travel.
Yeah,
Donkey Kong would be probably a little more badass, but maybe you're not trying to do that every day.
And you're in a tropical island, like lagoons.
Yeah, I don't know how much leisure time they get over there. I mean, that guy that was driving just ran him over. He was going to run him over. A little antique shop here. Yeah, I'm saying, like, their town would be.
Did you hear what this owner of the antique shop said? Just blow on it. It'll work.
Oh, just like the video game.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's a good Easter egg.
Yeah.
They had so many good Easter eggs. Like,
I probably didn't catch any of them.
It's full fan service. And they did an incredible job.
There's another one I got for you too.
Yeah. But yeah, the Rainbow Road was awesome. And then the blue shell, that was hilarious. Like, the blue shell being after you think they've won and then blue shell and the guy just did that. There is nothing more.
Everybody can relate. Everybody can relate.
Nothing more frustrating than when you're winning a race in Mario Kart.
Right at the finish line.
You just get hosed by any power. You're getting green shells and bananas up there, or maybe a one mushroom. People behind you,
you're getting the rocket,
are getting Chomp Chomp and the rocket and the blue shell and the lightning bolt and the star. Like, I know you're in last, but they flip that game is built to flip.
Yeah.
Like, you can't hold a lead in Mario Kart.
No,
it's not a thing. Even if you're far enough away from everything, the blue shell is still going to hunt you down.
Yep.
The lightning bolt is still going to make you small. It's very, very frustrating video game, that one is. And the blue shell, yeah, everybody that's played can relate to the blue shell. So very well done from them there. DK, Mario, they get out. They fall in the ocean, essentially, and get swallowed by a fish, and they bond a little bit more there. But ultimately, we get to Peach and Bowser's wedding when all hell breaks loose. And
Peaches.
Peach's song's good. The ice power up again, another one I just forget about. I don't know if I even remember it. The fire one is probably the one I remember the most, and besides the mushrooms, but Mario never got it. Throwing the little fireballs that would bounce, and he's white and red at that point because Peach had put it on. But yeah, pretty cool. Did you like or not like the fact that they got sent back to Brooklyn? Everybody got sent to Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was a little bit of maybe a reach, but kind of cool to tie back to Brooklyn.
I feel like that's all they really did that for, was just to tie it back. Like, there wasn't really a reason to do it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably why. That makes the most sense. But you could have just, because then you go back, like, if you're gonna do that, end it there. But then they ended, like, why did we have to have that crossover outside of, like, just to do it?
Logistics to me are how did they get all that back? You know what I mean? Like, they beat Bowser, they get him in the cage, they punch him into his cast. Like, there are so many beams and that massive castle, and in Brooklyn, it's like Godzilla shows up, and
it's kind of their fault too, to be honest with you. So they're the heroes of their own mess, essentially.
Yeah, because he brought the rocket to the tube, which blew the thing up, which sent them all to Brooklyn. The logistic, and again, I'm down to rip into an animated movie. The logistics of getting all of that shit out of Brooklyn, like that city got absolutely torched. And we just kind of
how many people died? Like
that had to have been a lot, right?
Hey, it doesn't weigh on their conscience at all, man.
A lot of plumbing work is going to come out of that.
A lot of plumbing work is going to come out of that. But
big business.
Another question I had: are they just now in Marioverse?
Yeah, yeah, they're just there.
Did they just? They might have just said, "We torched Brooklyn. I'm out of here. These guys don't know how to get back there. I do."
That's what big media wants you to believe. In reality, they got kicked out and had to go back because of all the damage they caused.
Yeah, I'm curious in the next one if are they back in Brooklyn ever, or are we just now forever in Mario?
I mean, I feel like they're now forever in Mario World.
Yeah, then that's why it's like why we went back to Brooklyn for the quick pat on the back, and then
pretty much, yeah. It's like, oh wow, you guys weren't failures. Congratulations.
And they're gone.
Forever. And they're gone. And I mean, why wouldn't you though? Like that place is so much cooler than worrying about bills and living with your family. I'm in.
You don't have to pay for anything, right?
Everything can be man-made or found. Like you can literally become invincible. How crazy is that?
They did have coins in games to buy shit, so you wonder about how they get those, and stars could get you some stuff.
Plus, you're tight with a princess now. Instead of living in a 2-bedroom apartment with 6 people.
Now you got to go compete with a lot of different Toad plumbing companies that they're probably pretty damn good at what they do.
Oh yeah, they're good at the pipes.
Yeah, I think they know how to work a pipe. Pause. But I don't think plumbing's in the future cards for them anymore. I think
no. Why would you? You don't have to go back to plumbing.
They're now heroes, in that world, in that universe.
And you know who's not going to forget about everything that happened? The Toads. Brooklyn will at some point. Those guys, a bunch of douchebags. But the Toads are going to worship your ass.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why, I think that's also why going back to the two worlds, Toad World just seems more luxury.
I feel like they introduced it to incorporate, you can just hop worlds whenever. And, if you don't go back to the city, the first time watchers of Mario, you'd be like, oh, they're stuck there.
Yeah.
When in reality, it's about jumping to all these other areas, and now we're doing Mario Galaxy, so maybe that's how they're gonna jump worlds all the time to do that. Is there's another entrance somewhere else that they can find?
Yeah, they know where the back room door is to get back to Brooklyn.
You say back rooms?
Yeah, intentionally. Yeah, to get back to they know the pipe.
What
You're
if
being a little too loud?
What if
they know the what?
There could be more tubes in there, man. We don't know where they're going to end up, but it's a good movie. It's fun. They did a good job. It was quick. They incorporated a lot. I think they've got. I feel like I've been saying this about. We talked about Obsession. We didn't get into it, but we talked about Backrooms. Mario could have unlimited options for what they can do. So I'm hoping that, and I haven't really read too much on or seen a whole lot about the Galaxy movie, but I would like to.
Do you guys remember this?
Yeah, that's when they found the hidden
Mario. Yep, that's a little Easter egg right there. Looks like Mario and the 8-bit, I think is what it's called. Yep.
That's when they were trying to fix the main pipe in Brooklyn, and just bounce through a wall however far underneath.
And they factored in the 8-bit, which is fun.
Yeah. But the Galaxy one, we'll see if it's maybe more of a even flow.
Glenn Powell's in there.
Glenn Powell rocks. But yeah, I'll have to watch that. If it's still,
you gotta watch the live action if you haven't seen the live action.
Yeah,
I have not.
I'm not gonna seek it out, but
I watch clips from it because of this movie. But
it has to be horrible.
No, it's
gonna be like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from like same time period.
Do not have high expectations in it, but it's worth the watch
for the culture.
Yes,
for the culture, I feel like we need to watch it.
The TMNT ones, when I was young, I fucking loved those movies, but now, I'd probably not think the same.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, eventually, I don't know. I can't commit to any timeline of watching that movie, but if I ever think to, I know it's gonna be bad. I just have to
look it up on Letterboxd.
Okay.
I need
right now.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, let me see. What do you think? I'll look them both.
I bet you the one from the 90s is right around a 2.9 to 3.
Is it? Is it just called Super Mario Brothers or?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's probably like
I found it. I'm not going to tell you what this one was because we still have to rate it.
I'm going to go 2-1.
That's what you think the other one was? You haven't watched it though. Oh, it's just your guess.
I'm entitled to an opinion.
It is at 2-1. On the spot.
See ya, Trav.
You looked at
Go back to school, son.
It is the description is exactly what this movie is too. So they definitely like Mario and Luigi, plumbers from Brooklyn, find themselves in an alternate universe where evolved dinosaurs live in high-tech squalor. We only hope to save our universe.
It's funny, dude.
The Dino Dictator Koopa. Koopa was the bad guy, not Bowser.
It's funny, dude.
I'm sure it's like funny to the extent of it's so bad, that it's funny.
Yeah.
What do you guys give the 2023 Super Mario Brothers?
I hate the spacebar thing, dude. I keep forgetting to hold this thing. I'm giving it a 3, I think. I feel like I'd be more like a 3-3. Like it's almost a 3-5. Because I think the visuals are just fantastic, but I think it's a 3.
Yeah, I had it as a 3, and I think like part of me wanted to give it a 2.5. But because of the nostalgia, and I do agree with visually it is awesome. Like it just the movie itself, like I cannot get over just wanting more, and that's why I'm excited to watch what they do next. So I also had it at a 3. I think that's fair. I think 2.5 is also fair. I don't think it's anything special, but being Mario, it wasn't going to go below the 3 mark for me.
3 for me. Same reason as yours, Brendan. Yeah.
3 for me.
Yeah. So 3 across. It's a 3-2 on Letterboxd. So I mean, it's not. That's probably better than I would have thought it would have been. Like I would have.
Okay. Kid was pretty close on that too.
I thought like 2.8, 2.9, 2.7 would be fair, but 3.2 is good. But it's a fun one. If you haven't seen it, Mario, which I don't know. If you don't know Mario, you might want to go outside sometimes or just, I don't know, live a little bit. But it's not a I guess without having seen the old one, if you've seen that one, it's probably 1,000 times better than that.
Yeah.
But so yeah, if you've got some ties there, but yeah, definitely worth a watch. If you got little ones too, it's an enjoyable one. A lot going on, fast paced, but like I said earlier, for better or for worse, for me, I wanted more. So interested in watching the Galaxy movie. I'm not gonna spend $20 to rent it. I'm gonna wait till it's free because it will be soon, I would imagine. So even if it's $3, probably not. Probably not forking it up. I wanted to see it in theaters, never got around to it. Now I'll wait my turn until it gets to me for free. So 3 across the board, that hasn't happened in a while.
It's fair. It's appropriate.
Yeah, there's nothing more, nothing less. Very, very average movie, but Well, anyway, boys, we had our special feature, so got one dynamic duo episode left for the finale here. I already forgot everything, not everything, but a lot of things on the wheel. But we'd like to wrap that up with next week's movie, and then as we get back to you guys next Friday, we'll have a new wheel, new thought process, and some new movies to go over. With a theater movie hopefully coming at you in July. Plan would be The Odyssey, but got some troubleshooting to do on timeliness of when we're all able to see it. So, finale of the Dynamic Duo series. I don't even know what I want to watch. There's a lot of good ones. Friday, that was one of the first ones I looked at. It's like when there's so many movies, you kind of just wait and let it spin until they get to the.
So you're not reading it upside down?
Who's going?
Right angled.
Who's up?
I said Friday.
You mean Wedding Crashers?
Rush Hour.
Ooh.
Okay, we got the full circle there. I'm gonna go with White Chicks. I haven't seen that in a while. In honor of Scary Movie coming out or already
Wayne's
out.
Brothers, yeah.
Wayne's Bros would like to see that. So, finale of Dynamic Duos. Without further ado, Critter, would you give us a little spin on the old wheel? Been a while since we've spun the wheel, gentlemen.
Yeah. Dude, it's felt like an eternity.
Yeah. With how things have gone recording wise,
this wheel spin is an eternity.
Long one. We are looking at. Did somebody say Men in Black? We're looking at our boys Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. Not the Wedding Crashers, but the Internship. Have you guys seen this?
I have not.
Crit has. I have. Geese is muted.
I must have. I feel like I've seen this.
Yeah, Internship is when they're at Google.
Yep.
It's a good one. It's classic. It's good that I'm glad we're ending things off with a duo like this. That's not just characters from.
That's not X-Files.
It's not Wedding Crashers either, but it's still pretty fucking good.
Yeah, and we had the TV show, we had the video game, we had the Ben Stiller Owen Wilson. Now we get the real duo of Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. Even though he was in that movie, they are the 1-2 punch in this one. So I'm excited. It's been a while since I've seen it. I don't know. Do a quick Google search here for the boys. See if I can tell you where.
And Disney.
Hulu Disney 2013 comedy. That makes you feel old when you see that was 13 years ago. So Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson wrapping things up with the Internship 2013 comedy. Excited for that one. Best dynamic duo from an acting standpoint that we've had on the 4. Just a true blue dynamic duo, not having to do with characters. So excited for that one. I don't have anything scheduled. I know we've got a short week for recording. I'm going to hit up our boy Lukey. Text me today, said he's available Friday for recording. Might have our second guest on the show. I think this will be an easy one to get him to watch and want to come on and talk about. So might have a guest for you. Don't know what I'm going to see in theaters from now till then, but we will have some new things coming at you. Maybe scary movie that's in the cards. And honestly, I was talking about going to a movie Friday morning before the United States game, who are playing today or not today. Damn it. Well, yeah, today. They're playing today. We'll be recording the following week's episode the day that they play, but today is the day you're hearing this. We will be having some updates for the boys, but it'll be a week's old news for you guys at home by the time we talk about that. But scary movie, might be getting a little preview to that for you guys on the Internship episode. But other than that, Hulu, Internship, Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson. Enough said. Sit down, watch it, get out in theaters, go see some of the movies we talked about. If you haven't seen Obsession, you got to go see it in theaters. The Furious, if you're into that type of movie, go watch it. And if you have Amazon Prime, avoid watching Regretting You. It's not good. But if you do find yourself watching it, grab yourself some popcorn and don't forget your extra butter. We'll catch you on the next one.
Extra butter on the corn for me. Extra butter. I hope they don't charge a fee. But it won't matter anyway. got a good movie to play. I'm gonna ask my friends to stay extra butter for me.